Hey everybody, I hope you guys are doing well. I know that my videos have been sporadic lately, but it's because the school year is upon us, and as educators and administrators, the goal right now is to try to figure out how to bring students, whether they be adult students or children, back into learning environment safely. And it's difficult. Decisions have been made, but you are not going to make everybody happy. So it's still a lot of logistics to work out before the beginning of the school year, whether it be the university level or middle school, elementary school, preschool, whatever. It's just a lot. So that's what I've been dealing with. But I wanted to come on here briefly today to issue a sincere apology to another YouTuber, another content creator, and that is Justin J. You might know Justin as the King of Reads. I've been watching Justin J for years now. Years. And if you ever watch any of my super early videos, I said that Justin J was one of my favorite YouTubers, and I still hold that opinion of him. I hold him in high regard, even if I don't necessarily always agree with everything he says. I still like him a lot. So about a year ago, I did a video in which I brought up the question of him and Adrian Expression's friendship and what happened to them. So if you've been on YouTube for any length of time, if you know the King of Reads, you know at one point that he and Adrian Expressions were really cool friends. They were really good friends. And they had a podcast together called For the Culture Podcast, which I listened to religiously. I loved it. So I noticed a little over a year ago, yeah, it's been a bit over a year, that they were no longer doing the podcast. So I did, still in my early YouTube days, I did a video questioning what happened between them. And it went viral. And in that video, now that I look back on it and I can reflect back on it, I certainly took Adrian's side and assumed that it had to be Justin who, whatever happened between them, whatever rift happened between them, I assumed it had to be Justin J. And the reason why I was biased against Justin J, even though, again, I like them both, is because Justin J, before has had beef with other YouTubers. So I naturally assumed it has to be Justin. And that was ignorant and that was unfair on my part. And when that video that I did went viral, it caused a lot of stir online, okay? To the point that Justin J came out and basically did a video responding to me, right? He pretty much responded to what I said, and he came out and pretty much talked about what happened between he and Adrian Expressions and why they were no longer friends. And he also went on Tasha K's podcast, The Wine Cellar, and he talked about the ending of their friendship. And so I was on my way home today and I saw him post another video. It was called Dear Depression. And he brought it up again, and I heard myself in the video. I heard my voice because he was giving kind of a premise as to how he got to this place and what's been going on over the last year. And it just made me stop and just want to tell him, even if he doesn't listen to this, to just say that I'm sorry. It was wrong for me to automatically assign the blame for what happened between them to Justin without just making a video just saying, oh, I wonder, the original premise of the video was to just say, I like them both. I wonder what happened to them. This is what I saw from Adrian to make me think that something is wrong between them. And I should have left it at that because I really do like them both and still listen to them both. But I realized how biased I was in assigning blame to Justin and how much this whole thing with he and Adrian, how much pain it's cost him over the year and how it has affected his mental health. And for that, I'm wrong, and I'm sorry, and I don't mind apologizing when I'm wrong, because again, I'm, from a YouTuber, if you're trying to be, you're just looking at it from a salacious point of view, like, ooh, what happened to them? And this is what I saw here, and it must be that. And then you read the stuff out there on the blogs, you read the stuff about what they're saying about a particular YouTuber, and you just kind of allow it to, to mold and shape your views about a particular person. And I felt like that's what I did to Justin Jay. Now, like I said, he has talked about this. He's talked about it every now and then, but I can tell that it's affected him to the point that he has decided to just go ahead and just kind of rip the Band-Aid off and to just kind of get his feelings out about Adrian. And I watched the entire video today, and for the record, I like Justin, and I think Justin has evolved and he's grown a lot. And I can definitely say that even when all of this stuff was happening between he and Adrian early on, between whatever happened between them, he really was silent about it. And he did not speak on it. And he didn't say anything about it. And my video, I feel like just poured gasoline on it. And it almost forced his hand to talk about something that he just probably wasn't ready to and didn't want to address. But again, that's just YouTube, right? YouTube, people are messy. I could be messy. Justin Jay has been messy. YouTubers have been messy, right? And so, but I don't feel good about it when it affects someone's mental health. And I can see that it has hurt Justin Jay, this whole situation with Adrian, because they were good friends. And I can also see how I played a part in that. And I don't want that to be on my conscience anymore about how I contributed to, the decline in his mental health and what he has endured over the year with his former friend. Like I said, I like them both. I have never stopped watching King of Reeds. I've never stopped watching Justin Jay. I enjoy his videos. Like I said, I don't always have to agree, but I enjoy his delivery, and I just like him overall, as well as Adrian expression. And he said some things that were poignant in there that, when a friendship, losing a friendship like that, losing something like that is very much like grieving a death. And I agree with him. And so, like I said, I took it in, I listened to it, and I received it, and I said, well, I wish there was a way I can reach out to him, but I feel like because my video was public, I feel like my apology to him should be public as well. And so, like I said, even if he doesn't ever hear this, I just honestly want to say that I'm sorry for contributing to any mental anguish that you had over the last year because of the ending of your friendship with Adrian. It was something that it seems to me that you were attempting to keep private. But like I said, I wouldn't be a YouTuber, and I would be lying if we said that we didn't pry into other situations or if we saw something. And I did that. And I don't want to cause anyone anguish. I don't want to cause anyone mental anguish or mental harm. And I to see that he is still like hurting from this. Now, he seems like he's in a better place about it. And I think he needed to do this video in order to kind of release that. It's cathartic, right? But it would not be right for me. I couldn't, after watching it, that's like, I can't even go the day without at least being able to say publicly, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I contributed to that. I'm sorry that I assigned a bias to you, not even knowing what actually happened between you. It's just that I loved you guys both so much. And because of prior things that happened online with Justin, it was my automatic assumption to assign blame to him for whatever happened between them. And that just wasn't the case, according to Justin. And it wasn't right. It wasn't right. And I'm big enough to apologize. So Justin, like I said, if you don't hear this, I understand. If you don't want to hear this, I understand that too. But I just wanted to say I'm sorry because it wasn't right. It wasn't right, and I wasn't fair to you in my assessment. You know, being a new YouTuber, like I said, you just sometimes it's all about the clicks and views, and people are lying to you if they say that it's not. But it was just my observation at the moment, and I didn't think about the collateral damage that it would cause. So I'm sorry, Justin, and you know, I wish you well. I hope that you will be okay, and I also wish Adrian Expression well. And I'll just be more careful as when I'm, making these observations about other YouTubers, even if I even talk about other YouTubers, I'll just be careful about how I speak about them, which is why a lot of times I don't even try to speak about other YouTubers. So anyway, I just wanted to just leave you guys with that. And I have another video coming hopefully tonight or tomorrow, and I will see you guys on the next video. All right. And this wouldn't be authentic if I attempted to put ads on it, so I'm not going to. So again, I apologize, Justin, and I will see you guys on the next video. Take care, guys.